Hi everyone, very good morning. Good morning to all of you. And so yesterday we celebrated the 100th episode of your our Transform series, and I'm happy and I'm very glad that we could meet all of you yesterday. And it was a very heart-touching moment for us as well. So me and Dr. Deepti are forever grateful for the love and support that we have received from all of you.
Right. Very good morning to all the dear students. And I know now some of you have, sort of accepted what has happened in the exam. Okay. Up to the mark, a little below the mark that you expected or whatever. Right. And we are all waiting for the results. But meanwhile, yes, I do see many of you do want to appear for your November INICT, and that is absolutely a fair thing to do. Dr. Sumer had already told you that by the time your counseling happens or the results are announced, the counseling happens, you will be anyways close to your November exam, right? So giving a good shot at November INICT, I think is a fair thing to think about. Yes.
So, the first thing we wanted you to understand is that why people prepare for November exam, and you need to understand your own why as well. People prepare for November exam is because many times you may not have given a good shot at the central institutes. Many times, you may not have finished your syllabus when you were appearing for the May exam, and this time when you have finished your syllabus, November is the chance to give a good shot at the central institute. Now, the second thing is, now let's try to understand is that the results of NEET PG take time because they conduct the paper in like hundreds of centers, maybe thousands of centers actually. They go for so many centers nowadays, so they take time to collect the results and validate the results. So usually NEET PG results nowadays are taking time. We don't know about this time because last time it was in two sets also. So we this time it was a single set. So it takes time. But then the counseling process takes time. There is a lot of process which happens at the state levels, colleges level, and then it goes to the counseling. So it takes time. And what happens is by the time that counseling is happening, your INICET November comes, which is, if I count from today, it is exactly 3 months from here onwards. And if I can take a realistic chance, you can, take convert this situation into your own advantage. And the advantage is that you can create more choices for yourself. You can create more choices for yourself that कि ऐसा हो सकता है नवंबर में आप बोलो कि सर मुझे नीट पीजी के थ्रू ये मिल रहा है इनिसेट के थ्रू ये मिल रहा है अब मैं क्या करूं यू कैन क्रिएट सम इंटरेस्टिंग चॉइसेस फॉर यू so if I was in your place preparing for the November INICET, I would plan for 3 months, 2 months more intensive phase, 1 month of a aggressive revision phase. Dr. Deepti, what do you say?
Absolutely, yes. The same thing. So I'm actually penning down all the things that I want you to do. So as Dr. Sumer, I totally agree with him, and this is what is going to be my plan as well. If you want, you can write. We will also share the details after the session as soon as we can. Okay. So as we said, we will divide your journey into two phases. Okay. Phase one is going to be the phase of intensive revision, okay, where our focus is revision of all 19 subjects. So I am going to count from August 8th, that is today, until September 30th, okay. So I'm taking from August 8th to September 30th as your phase one, and I'm calling it as a phase of core coverage of content and revision, right? So what do I exactly want you to do? So if I have calculated correct, you have approximately 7 weeks. If we start from today, from August 8th to September 30th, we have approximately 7 weeks, right? So as of now, because it is a revision phase for you and you've just done your NEET PG, I'm going to give you a target of 3 subjects per week, okay? And I'm going to talk about it as well. So if we take it as 3 subjects per week and we take it as 7 weeks, that gives us 21 subjects, which means we will also have some buffer zone. In case we are not able to meet targets, we will have buffer zone in this phase of in this phase of time, right? From August 8th to 30th September. So we will give ourselves strict targets, but this strict target will also give us a buffer time for completion, right? So if I divide 3 subjects per week, this is what I want you to do. I want you to combine 1 major, 1 moderate, and 1 minor subject per week. Okay? So 1 major, 1 moderate, 1 minor subject for 1 week from August 8th to September 30th. And this gives me approximately, if I have done the calculations right, it will give you 3.5 to 4 days for a major subject like medicine, surgery. It will give you approximately 2 days for a moderate subject like obs and gynae. So one day you can do obs, one day you can do gynae. And it will give you 1 day for a minor subject, which includes your SARPO plus FMT. So skin, anesthesia, radiology, orthopedics, psychiatry, as well as FMT, I'm going to take as short, right? So I said 3 subjects per week, okay? Approximately 4 days, 3.5 to 4 days for a major subject, 2 days for a moderate subject, and 1 day for a minor subject, right? Dr. Samir, do you want to add something and then I can give them the further details?
Okay, now what I'll do is I wanted them to understand very important mathematics of the exam and why Dr. Deepti is saying you spend, majority of your week in the moderate and the larger subject. So try to understand.
Especially when we
Major
begin.
part of your paper in INICET will be half of it will be first, second year. The remaining half will be primarily contributed by medicine, surgery, obs gynae, PSM, and minor subjects will contribute to minor amount. Ophtha, ENT, skin, anesthesia, radio, psyche, ortho, forensic will be minor in the paper. So even if you give one day, you just listen to the TND discussion, give the TND paper, listen to the TND paper, it would be enough for your November INICET paper for the minor subjects. So how many minors are there? Skin, anesthesia, radio, psyche, ortho 5, forensic 6, ENT ophtha also will put into the minor category for the time being for INICET, not for NEET PG. Try to understand the difference. So you have around 8 subjects that you are saying I'll give one day to each. Medicine, surgery, obs gynae, PSM will be a part of each week in a major cycle, and remaining time you will give for anatomy, biochemistry, physio, patho, micro, pharma. So that
So
is the
Dr.
plan that you
Sumit,
have.
can I give them the details? Yes. So in the details, I have divided subjects as per their importance in INICET as well as per major, moderate and minor. So in first week, okay, week 1, I want you to cover medicine, okay. Along with that, we will cover one subject from first and second prop because they're very important for INICET. So in week 1, we want you to do medicine plus anatomy plus dermatology. ये तीनों बहुत आते हैं INICET में, right? So week 1 is going to be medicine, anatomy and skin. I will tell you कहाँ से करना है revision, don't worry. Week 2, we will take up surgery from the major subjects. Then we will take up physio, again important for INICET, and we will take psychiatry. Again, they do tend to ask good number of questions integrated from psyche as well. So that is
Psyche
week
and pharma integrated is there, and in anatomy they have a lot of cadaveric images, so you can use that from the back to basics.
right? So week 2 हमने बोला surgery, physio plus psyche. Okay, week 3 I am going to begin with obs and gynae. Very, very important. I think you've already seen yourself. No matter what the exam name is, OG is the OG, right? So obs and gynae. Then from the first and second year, we will add biochemistry, again important, especially genetics part, right? Nuclear, part. So biochem, and from the short, I will add anesthesia, right? So
I
week
think
3
I
में डाल
think
रहे हैं.
Dr. Deepti, I think radiology,
अच्छा
because
ठीक है,
radiology
चलो एक
nowadays
ही
has
बात है.
more weightage because of the integrated part of it. So let's put
Fair,
radiology above.
fair. So week 3 is obs and gynae, biochemistry and radio. Okay. Week 4, we are
Yes.
going to add pediatrics. Okay, from the bigger
PSM,
subject with
PSM,
PAC.
PSM. Dr. Deepti, PSM first.
पहले पीएसएम कराएं, ठीक है, तो
Yes.
पहले पीएसएम कर लेते हैं.
And
So
don't
week
miss out on
4.
the biostatistics part of the PSM. It's very important for
Okay.
INICET as
So
compared to other
week
papers.
4 में we will put PSM from the bigger subjects plus PATH from the second year subjects, and we can here put a shorter subject. Let's say I had
Orthopedics.
originally put ENT, but since we are
I think
putting
ENT and
PSM,
Ophtha are good. I think we put ENT first and then, yes.
yes. So PSM, PATH, and ENT. Okay, that is your week 4. Okay, so PSM, PAT and ENT. वीक 5 में अब हम डाल देते हैं, we haven't covered pharma so far, so I had kept pharma. Okay, then I had kept ophthal, pharma,
Okay.
ophthal and orthopedics. That is
I
week
think we
5.
can put, okay, pediatrics, I think we can
अभी
put first.
week 6 में डाल रहे हैं क्योंकि
Okay.
बफर भी मिलेगा week 7 का.
Okay.
Okay,
ENT,
so
opthal and orthopedics.
pharma, ophthal and orthopedics. That is your week 5. Okay, week 6 में आ जाते हैं अब हम pediatrics. Okay, limited question ही आते हैं पीडिया में से. So pediatrics, microbiology and anesthesia.
थोड़ा सा ये
Right?
अच्छा है कि ये थोड़े वॉलेटाइल भी हैं, तो थोड़ा लेट पढ़े तो
हाँ,
याद
इसलिए
रहने भी
एंड में
आसान रहेगा।
करेंगे तो अच्छा भी रहेगा. राइट, सो pediatrics, microbiology and anesthesia, and week 7 is your buffer zone. Okay, I hope I haven't missed out any subject. Have we?
Forensic.
Okay, so
I think total
forensic
we have
हम
just
week 7 में डाल सकते हैं. Okay, week 7 में we can put forensics plus buffer for any pendency in the
derma
above.
also is left. I think derma is left. Derma we have put.
Yes, derma I have put. Okay.
So week 7 will be forensic plus any pending. So what I'll do is I'll just
So somebody is saying, can I
I'll
do?
just quickly review. I'll just quickly review
Yes,
for the people who
yes.
missed out. You start with medicine, anatomy, derma in the 1 week, and you primarily use your TND papers. So quick review
And
of either
LRR.
DVT, either the DVT or LRR for your quick review. Then appear for the test. Do it in a time-bound manner. Then week 2 you do surgery, physio, psychiatry.
Right.
Week 3 you do obs and gynae, biochemistry, radiology. Week 4 you do PSM, patho, ENT. Then 5 you do pharma, ophthal, orthopedics. 6 you do pedia, anesthesia, micro. Week 7 you finish forensic and any other pending subjects left. That's the plan
Right.
for the
Now,
2 weeks.
revision करना कहाँ से है? So in the first phase, where we are revising all core content, we want you to revise, your LRR and your TND. So if you have taken up the TND, it is the best thing. You can quickly revise, give the test paper, go through the discussions. You can see the live TND also, or you have a recorded cycle as well, whichever
I
wish.
think if you are doing well in the NEET PG, अगर आपको लगता है आपका NEET PG अच्छा हुआ है and you're only targeting the November exam, then go for the recorded version because you want
Yes.
to give only one shot at it. You are not looking at the further papers. But if you have another point that we will keep our discussion again after the NEET PG result also, that after the result there will be some insight. Suppose you are thinking कि मैं तो बहुत अच्छा करूंगा, suppose result अच्छा नहीं आता है, we don't want to get into that zone right now, but there might be a need to recalibrate for the May paper also. So we will talk about that if required. I'm sure आपके लिए नहीं चाहिए होगा, लेकिन just मैं बता रहा हूँ कभी कभी we are making a plan for 2-3 months, later on we need to recalibrate. So we'll come back and talk about that as well, don't worry. So live rapid revision and the TND cycle should be done in the first 2 months. I will just add one more suggestion from my side. That will be you will give 1 GT every 15 days in the
That's the
first 2
minimum
months.
requirement.
In
वो
the first
minimum
2 months,
requirement है.
1 GT every 15 days will be the first intensive phase.
Also, I can
Instead of
add
GT,
something.
you can use the INICET mock test, which are
Yes,
available on your
exactly
CAMS
what I was
app.
going to say.
They can be used in addition. Other than the GT, you can directly go for a INICET mock test. Both of them
In
are good
fact,
enough for your
I
exam writing.
want you to alternate. जैसे मैंने नीट पीजी से पहले कराया था, I want you to alternate 1 GT with 1 INICET mock test paper. I am also going to add 1 mock INICET paper every month. So I will share one in August. I'll share one more in September, and I'll share one more in October. Apart from this, there are, I think, already 8 to 10 INICET mock test papers already available in your, test series. Yes, as we said, GT ka minimum frequency hai, your 15 days. But yes, you can absolutely give it once a week as well. हमने once a week इसलिए नहीं लिख रखा है in the first phase because as of now we want you to do a good subject wise revision. So we want you to use the TND papers, right? That is why, see, the idea is to give the test, but in the first phase of intensive revision, we want to keep it more subject intensive, and in the second phase, we will make it more mixed bag intensive. But if you want to give one every week also in the first 2 months, that is okay. But the minimum requirement should be once in 15 days, alternating one GT with one mock test paper.
And
Okay?
when you come to the final phase, you're right when you say in the comment box, okay, then you will have to give GT every 7 days, then go to every 3 days. You have to increase the frequency of a grand test. In the first phase, if you remember, we said LRR and TND has to be done in the first 2 months. In the final month, we'll do DVT, Mission
Yes. Mission
INICET, and the previous
INICET.
year questions.
No, no,
Previous
रुको
year
रुको
questions.
रुको, I'll come to the final phase. पहले सुमीर, एक बच्चा कह रहा है एक बार और वीक वाइज सब्जेक्ट दिखा दो, आप वो दिखा दो और मैं डेज बता देती हूँ.
So week 1,
medicine, anatomy, dermatology. 4 days approximately for a big subject, 2 days approximately for a moderate subject, and 1 day for a short subject. Week 2.
surgery, physio, psychiatry.
Okay, that is
Week
week 2.
3, week 3,
Obs and gynae, biochemistry, and radiology. Week 4 is going to be PSM, PATH, and ENT. Okay. Week 5.
pharma, ophthal, orthopedics.
Yes. Week 6, pedia, anesthesia, microbiology. We are keeping the volatile ones towards the end part. Week
And
7.
the final will be forensic plus any other pending things that you are left with. And
Yes.
the
Week 7 is
sources that
also
you
your
will
buffer
use,
zone.
the source that you will use in the first 2 months will be your live rapid revision plus the one TND cycle has to be finished in the first 2 months.
Okay. Now let's go to the second phase. Okay. Let's go to the second phase. Dr. Samir, second phase is going to be October. And this is the phase where we are going to intensify our revision program. And in the October month, we are going to revise via these materials. So Dr. Samir can keep writing. Number 1, it will be DVT. Number 2, it will be Mission INICET. Number 3, INICET PYQ ka BAP. And number 4 is going to be the soon going to be launched INICET PYT PDFs. So I'm going to very soon start sharing the INICET PYT PDFs. They will be coming in your back to basics, right? So 4 things for the month of October, different forms of revision of the same content. One is going to be DVT. Second we said is Mission INICET. Third we said is INI PYQ Kabab. And fourth is INICET PYT PDFs. Dr. Sumit, can you tell them about the GT frequency in the second phase?
So just to guide them about the previous year questions. So in your revision course, you will see a folder called as INICET PYQ Kabab. It has the last 3 years PYQ discussions. It's a very good thing to look at before your November exam. And also, as I already pointed out, GT frequency in the first 2 months has to be minimum 1 per 15 days. If you do more than that, very welcome. In the final month, it has to be every 7 days. In the first 15 days, then in the last 15 days, it has to be every 3 days. So that is the idea that we have for the final phase, that you keep increasing. So also you will end up by giving a INICET CBT. I think I've already talked about it in my last session also, that the registration for the INI CBT is open on the DAMS app, and it is a good idea to give the exam practice in the exam environment. Also, we will also conduct a INICET revision marathon also on the YouTube to give you the final push.
Okay, now some finer things that we want you to also know. Whenever you make a GT, whenever you give a GT, you have to do a wrong diary. I think it comes without saying. So in the final phase, your wrong diary will also be there. For every GT, you have to make a wrong diary. Remember, the conceptual part, you have to go back to your notes. The volatile things you can write in the wrong diary itself and restrict the new information to as little as possible. Okay, so focus on what you are forgetting, which is volatile. The second is conceptual part, for which you go back to your notes, or content part, for which you go back to your notes. If it is an application problem, which means I know the content but I couldn't apply, GT videos are your savior. So everyone, even if it takes time to go through the GT videos, you should, especially of the things that you have done wrong. ठीक है, उनका GT वीडियो तो करना ही करना है, बाकी का भी करना चाहिए ideally, but at least for your wrong MCQs you should see the video solutions, and you should be making a wrong diary, especially whatever is volatile for you, right? And whatever content error, deficiency you have, for that you go back to your notes. Okay, now,
So,
yes,
there are
coming
some
to,
final things that I wanted to talk about. So, on 29th of October, we will be doing an all India level CBT on INICET pattern. Don't forget to register for it in the rush of the things. Kabhi kabhi, it's very tough to, remember कि मुझे register करना है और आखिर में भूल जाते हैं और वो chance miss हो जाता है. Second thing I wanted to tell you is last day you will have to look at your wrong diary, like Dr. Deepti said. So, you have to plan it right now. But I will give a quick recap, a very important line, that whatever you're planning right now has to recalibrate according to your NEET PG result. So after the NEET PG result in the transform session, we'll talk about recalibration, because sometimes you might be expecting a rank below, but your rank comes very good. You might have a different mindset. Sometimes you want a radiology seat or a dermatology seat and you're getting it. You might want to think in a different manner. Sometimes you are overestimating your ranks, and you get a rank which is not up to your expectation. You might have to recalibrate.
okay,
So, should I give 3 months for my improvement or should I give till the May paper? Will depend on your NEET PG result, and we'll do a recalibration session after that.
okay, now somebody has a query. What about daily MCQ practice? So it's a good question, and I would love to answer, and Dr. Sumer will add. The first thing is, in the first part of your preparation, which is August and September, we want you to practice at least 50 MCQs every day. That is the minimum requirement. And in your second phase, we want you to practice around 100 MCQs every day, right? Which is closer to the exam. Now, what are we going to do for this MCQ practice? Number one, we have said you should be using your TND papers. And there are many, many TND papers available for you, right? There are recorded versions, there are live versions. So all in all, you will get around 5 test papers with different MCQs. Okay. So use your TND papers. Second, do the daily quiz on the DAMS Alpha app, right? It's just a matter of habit forming. कुछ लोगों को वापस से वो rhythm बनाना पड़ेगा. So daily quiz करेंगे. Then please remember, I will also keep giving you Transform 10x mini tests as targets, right? And I will keep them specific to INICET now. So whatever Transform 10x tests are coming, they will be more catering to INICET exam, things that INICET is fond of asking. So you use your TND papers, you use your daily quiz, you use your Transform 10x, but there are so many other test papers in your test series. There are class tests, there are subject wise tests. So जो आपका pending है वो आप use कर सकते हो. We have already uploaded the new class tests for the season 2026, the new SWTs for the season 2026. Okay.
So, and I think, even if you're not a DAM subscriber, you can just download the app, and for the time being, we are giving you a gift. Mine and Dr. Deepti's test paper is now unlocked for any user who wants to download for the next 7 days. You can give the Dr. Deepti's gynae test and mine radiology test with a video discussion in the class test section of the online test series. It is unlocked for this week. Second thing that we've done for this week is, till 15th of August, we have introduced a special 3 month subscription, which will go away on 15th of August for
Yes.
INICET paper. Because, from today, there is exactly 3 months. So, for those of you who are wanting to prepare only for the November INICET, they can go for a 3 month subscription. But if you're a kind of person who wants to take a chance till the May paper or the June paper, I would recommend go for a 12-month subscription, because then you will come back with a 9 month subscription request, which is not there on the app.
Okay. Now somebody is saying, मैम can we start from Monday? देखो ये हमेशा दिमाग में आएगा, 2 दिन और, राइट? मुझे लगता है थोड़ा सा कुछ भी अगर शुरू कर लेंगे तो मोमेंटम धीरे धीरे ही बनेगा, मंडे तक ही बनेगा। अगर नहीं भी बन पाया तो कोई बात नहीं, यू कैन स्टार्ट फ्रॉम मंडे। तभी मैंने आपका वीक 7 बफर वीक रखा है, राइट? दैट इज एग्जैक्टली व्हाई आई हैव गिवन यू 1 बफर वीक एज वेल। ओके,
So, and also, now before we end today's session, I just wanted you to know that we are not telling you to prepare for INICET.
yeah,
Don't, put it on us. We are
yes,
just,
it is up
if
to
you
you
want
whether
to,
you want to prepare or you
if you
don't want to
want to
prepare.
prepare for INICET, this is the way you can go ahead, and we are giving you a strategy. Our idea is that, sometimes somebody will come, sir, abhi mujhe thode din rest to karne do. It's okay. We are not asking you to study for the November exam. We are saying if you want to study for November exam, this is
This is
how
the
you should go
strategy.
for. This is the
Yes.
strategy for it. And it is very important that when we grow up, and I just wanted to give you a quick reality check. When you grow up, the difference between when you are a kid and you're an adult is, and kid would say that I am doing things because my parents are asking me to do, my teachers are asking me to do. When you grow adult, you realize it is you who wants to do it. So
Yeah.
adulting means कि मैं करना चाहता हूँ तो ये तरीका है, अगर नहीं करना चाहता तो that is also okay. You say I want to, I want to take it easy, that is also a good choice. There is no harm, there is nothing wrong in it. अगर आप कहते हो कि सर मैं तो जो कर सकता था कर चुका हूँ, I want to take it easy, I want to enjoy for the next
It's
2-3
your
months,
choice.
पूरा
Yes.
मैं ऐश करना चाहता हूँ, that is also a good idea. There is no harm. Only thing that
And
I would
nobody
say
is
is
going
कि
to, and very importantly, nobody is going to judge you for the
yes,
choices you make.
yes,
Okay, we are nobody to
पढ़ना है
judge,
ठीक है, नहीं
or
पढ़ना वो भी
anyone else.
ठीक है। और उसमें ना, लेकिन बस मैं तो सिर्फ एक ही चीज कहता हूँ, एंड माय सजेशन टू ऑल ऑफ माय चिल्ड्रन टुडे इज, गो डू व्हाटएवर यू डू 100%। ऐसा मत करियो कि मैं घूमने गया हूँ और पढ़ने के बारे में सोच रहा हूँ कि काश पढ़ लेता, लेकिन ना घूमने में मजा कर पा रहा हूँ ना पढ़ने में मजा कर पा रहा हूँ, और जब मैं पढ़ रहा हूँ तो मैं सोच रहा हूँ काश घूम लेता, पढ़ने से भी क्या हो। तो फिर जो करना है ना वही करते हैं, जो दिल कह रहा है ना वो करते हैं, और पूरा 100% करते हैं। लेट्स गो ऑल आउट इनटू व्हाट वी आर डूइंग। लेट अस टेक द जूस आउट ऑफ एवरी सेकेंड ऑफ आवर लाइफ। जिंदगी के हर पल में से पूरा 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 100% इंजॉय करना चाहता हूँ। अगर तुझे लगता है कि मुझे घूमने जाना है, लेट इट बीट। तुझे लगता है इनी सेट को फोड़ना है, उसमें तेरा जॉय है, उसमें तेरी किक है, तो वो करते हैं। लेकिन ऐसा नहीं कि ये करते हुए रोते हुए नहीं करना। जो करना है, तू करना चाहता है, अपने दिल से करना चाहता है, फुली अकाउंटेबल होके करना चाहता है, लेट्स डू इट। करके दिखाते हैं, ठीक है? दैट्स माय सजेशन। एंड ऑल्सो
Okay.
माय सेकंड प्रैक्टिकल सजेशन इज ऑलवेज recalibrate with the result. Recalibrate with the result. On the basis of results, we will again talk about कि इतने रैंक वाले को क्या सोचना चाहिए, इतने रैंक वाले को कैसे टाइम देना चाहिए। Because suppose I have not studied anything so far and I'm starting now, it will be more prudent to target the May paper rather than November paper. अगर मैं आज शुरू कर रहा हूँ, मैंने अभी तक कुछ भी नहीं पढ़ा, मैं
Yeah.
पढ़ चुका था, मैं ब्रश अप करके 3 महीने में अटैक करना चाहता हूँ, दिस इज द स्ट्रेटेजी
Fair.
टू गो। recalibrate according to what is your current status of study, because I see एक बच्चा बार बार बोल रहा है मेरे तो 8 सब्जेक्ट ही बचे हुए हैं, 10 सब्जेक्ट ही बचे हुए हैं। So try to understand, you need to look at where I am right now, then add to it what is my NEET PG rank, which will be declared ultimately, what is my number of corrects in NEET PG, what is my rank, and then make a realistic target that should I target November or May, and then make a plan accordingly. So we will also help you to recalibrate, but
Absolutely.
suggestion is do it 100%। ये मुझे ना, ये बच्चे जो, मेरा ये एक ही जिंदगी का एक ही नियम है, 70-80% में ना जिंदगी मजा नहीं आता। बहुत सारे लोग ना अपनी जिंदगी में जो भी कर रहे होते हैं ना उस पर 80% एफर्ट देते हैं। ये सुनना जरूरी बात है बेटा, 80% एफर्ट देते हैं, 20% में ना पेन है। मतलब वो सोचते हैं यार इसके आगे बढ़ूंगा ना तो ट्रबल आएगा, इससे आगे मैं झेल नहीं पाता, आई डू ओनली 80%। 80% में मैजिक नहीं होता, मैजिक 100% पे होता है। इट इज दैट फाइनल 20% दैट क्रिएट्स द मैजिक। All the successful people that you see in your timelines, in your Twitter feeds, और इन्फ्लुएंसर्स की बात नहीं कर रहा, वो सक्सेसफुल नहीं, जो हाईली सक्सेसफुल पीपल है जैसे इलॉन मस्क और ये बड़े बड़े लोग देखोगे ना, वो 110% दे रहे हैं, वो 120% दे रहे हैं। तो 80% दूंगा, 70% एफर्ट दूंगा, बात नहीं बनेगी, बनेगी तब जब तू 100% देगा। So
एंड
even
मैं
if you
एक
are,
और चीज
planning
कहना
to take a
चाहती हूँ।
break and enjoy, do 100% यार, 100% करके आइयो फिर।
मेरे को एक और चीज भी कहना है। अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम्स यू आर सीइंग द एग्जाम एज अ एस्केप रूट। ध्यान से सुनो मेरी बात, है ना? सम ऑफ यू वुड नो दैट यू हैव डन वेल इन नीट पीजी, सम ऑफ यू probably think you've done okay but you need to wait and watch, but some of you deep down know that you have not done well. Okay, we know it how we have done. I agree, कुछ लोगों को क्लियरली पता होता है, कुछ को क्लियरली नहीं समझ में आ रहा होता है, एंड सम पीपल आर इन दी बॉर्डर लाइन जोन्स, but at least for people who feel that they realize that no, this was not their best and they know that they've not done very well, please don't take November exam as your escape route. आप मेरी बात समझ रहे हो? मतलब सुनने में बड़ा अच्छा लगता है, 3 महीने ही तो रह गए हैं, 3 महीने में खत्म हो जाता है, 3 महीने कर लेते हैं और काम खत्म होगा. This is your escape route. Okay, please understand, if you feel that you need to give more time to your preparation, you should. नहीं तो हर एग्जाम के बाद ऐसा ही लगेगा कि you were only trying it as a escape route. No exam should be your escape route. Your exam has to be an opportunity. ठीक है? एंड अगर हम कम कम करके सोचते रहेंगे कि 3 महीने बस, 3 महीने बस, 3 महीने, then what happens is after 3 months you will end up nowhere. ना इधर के ना उधर के. हमने हर साल ये देखा है बच्चों के साथ होते हुए, and therefore we feel that it is important to tell you this at the right time. अभी तो रिजल्ट भी नहीं आया है, right? So you are your best judge, but do not think कि बहुत सुपरफिशियल करके जल्दी जल्दी करके काम खत्म करना है. काम खत्म हो जाएगा, मगर यू डोंट नो कि वो रिजल्ट जो चाहिए था आपको वो आएगा या नहीं आएगा. And
So
at the
that's
end
the,
of the month, we
that's
would
the
have
entire
lost
idea
extra
that,
3 months.
I told you in the beginning that, that we have created a strategy for the final 3 months for INICET paper. For those of you who believe that I've done okay or well in the NEET PG and only want to give INICET once to see if I
Yes.
can give a good shot at the INICET. But if you have you haven't done your major subjects, now major subjects will be medicine, surgery, obs, gynae, PSM,
Pass
pathopharma,
pharma.
PSM, micro. So if you haven't touched these big subjects ever, and you're with the, you are, then probably it would be a good idea to, go at the regular course or, you know, say app live course
Go through
and
the
do it
B2B
like
videos,
do
cover
it
the
as if
videos.
you're doing it and recalibrate the target to make.
Absolutely, yes. I think, of course, you should be doing back to basic videos. What do you mean? Do we have time? There is time. If you know that you have to do it, then you have to do it. मैं यही तो आपको बताने की कोशिश कर रही हूँ. किस चीज का टाइम देख रहे हो आप? अगर वीडियो ही नहीं है, तो फिर मतलब टाइम ही नहीं है या टाइम है, ये तो आपको देखना पड़ेगा, है कि नहीं? Right? So please remember this. If you know you have to cover it up, you have to cover it up. If you make it too superficial, I'm telling you, at the end of 3 months, it will be again the same story that I am somewhere in the borderline, right? And then, as I said, you will be losing your precious 3 months. So it is up to you. You are now adults. You can make your own decisions. You should know what you are doing and why you are doing. Always, me and Dr. Sumer say the why is very important, because if you are doing things for wrong reasons, you also do it the wrong way, right? If you do it for right reasons, most likely you're going to do it the right way as well. For example, मेरा सही reason है नवंबर INICET देने का कि I think I have done well with my 19 subjects and all I need is some revision and November exam gives me a good opportunity. It is the right reason. रॉन्ग रीजन कैसा होगा? अरे अगला एग्जाम तो पता नहीं कब होगा, अगर मैं जल्दी से अभी पढ़ लूं और नवंबर में ही कर लूं तो फिर मुझे आगे जाना ही नहीं पड़ेगा. दैट इज अ रॉन्ग रीजन. So if your reason is wrong, you will pick up wrong content, you will pick up wrong methods, and it will not be fruitful. If your why is right, you will land up by most likely doing the right things. Okay?
And Dr. Deepti has brought a very valid point, and this insight will come either right now through your recall videos that Dams has post on the YouTube channel, or it can come through the result also. So post the result will give you some ideas on ki boss, if this is the total number of student and this is my rank, I should be targeting the November paper. If I'm beyond this, I should be targeting the May paper. We will again give a general idea. It is not that people don't make a champion comeback. Some people from a rank of 1.5 lakh also make a comeback, but there has to be massive hard work done to do that kind of comeback. So we've given you what is to be done in the 3 months. You start with an intensive 2 month phase and a revision 1 month phase. That's the idea.
As we said, how to revise these topics. That is why exactly I said that use your TND videos. So you already have the recorded version of TNDs also. You will be having the live TNDs also. When you go through the TND videos, you will see they are nothing but revision only, right? So whatever topics you have done for previously, this is going to be your revision, but in a different format, in a retrograde way, where you are trying to recollect the information, you're trying to integrate, you're trying to rule out. So you're trying to revise also and work on your MCQ skill also, right? So that is why I said the TND videos and as much as your LRR is good. But if you feel कहीं पे आपको conceptually ही problem आ रहा है, then yes, selectively always go back to your main B2B videos. They will be very, very helpful. Okay.
And two big gifts from Dr. Deepti's side will be coming up. So Dr. Deepti, I will again request you in the live. बच्चे वेट कर रहे हैं, क्या INI PYT PDF भी मिलेगा? जैसे नीट पीजी का फोड़ू PDF आप लेके आए, क्या will you be bringing up INI
Absolutely, yes.
PYT PDF?
So I'm already working on it, and we will start sharing the INICT PYT PDFs just like we did for NEET PG PYTs. Okay.
एंड डॉक्टर दीप्ति, आई विल ऑल्सो रिक्वेस्ट, जैसे नीट पीजी से पहले एक मैराथन की थी जिसने नीट पीजी की प्रिपरेशन की गेम बदल दी थी, कैन वी ऑल्सो प्लान मैराथन बिफोर द INICT पेपर, मैराथन रिवीजन?
I will try and definitely plan. I think even we as teachers are exhausted. But yes, November INI से पहले we will definitely plan. Give me some time and I will work on that as well. We will continue the transform series to as much as possible. We will try and do that. Okay. We have specially taken out time from our schedules, readjusted everything for this transform series. So hopefully we will be able to do it at least for some more time on a regular basis. We'll try and definitely do it every day as far as possible. Okay, as far as possible.
And Dr. Deepti,
And also,
although we are organizing a CBT on 29th of October, आई थिंक उसके बाद में अगर एक दो दिन में कोई एक मॉक टेस्ट भी एक रख दें तो दैट विल बी ग्रेट. सम ऑफ यू माइट बी वंडरिंग कि क्या हो रहा है. मी एंड
ये डॉक्टर
हैव
सुमेर के
हैव
subtle ways हैं to give targets to me as academic head. He at this time he is not giving targets to you. These are targets to me. So yes, I will be bringing up more INICT mock test papers as well. There are already 11 mock test papers available in the INICT mock section. I will try and bring one mock every month, one in new ones, one in August, one in September and October. And yes, we are going to do the INICE CBT as well. So a lot of things, a lot of work for me to do as well.
and also what we want you to know is it is like कि ये ना एग्जाम एक अपॉर्चुनिटी है that you take because you believe that I can do better than what I have achieved so far in my life, and you take this opportunity. But do not look at any outcome of any exam as a judgment on your self-worth. Your self-worth is a different concept altogether. It is not dependent on any outcome to prove that you are worthy of anything. So detach from the outcome, look at the efforts that you want to make, realistically analyze what should I target, look at the quantum of study that you need to do, realistically do a timeline analysis कि मैं 3 महीने में कर सकता हूँ कि मैं 8 चाहिए मुझे, and then make a plan accordingly. ये मैं इसलिए बता रहा हूँ, and that will be probably my final thing before I hand over to Dr. Deepti is, I have seen one or two children in the past, and Dr. Deepti will also agree, जिसको 8 महीने अगर वो ढंग से पढ़ता तो वो अच्छा कर पाता, लेकिन वो बार-बार 3-3 महीने का प्लान बना लेता था कि सर अभी ना बस आईएनआई कर लेता हूँ, छोड़ो सर पूरे नोट्स कभी करता ही नहीं हूँ, खाली डीवीटी करता हूँ उतना कर लेता हूँ। फिर सर दोबारा से फिर नहीं होता तो फिर दोबारा 3 महीने तो टाइम कम होता जाता है। Suppose I need to realistically target the May or the June paper, I have good amount of time.
अच्छा,
If I
एक
start
मिनट।
today, but if I start in December, तब वो टाइम कम हो जाता है. That's the thought.
Okay, in my Telegram channel, in Dr. Sumer's Telegram channel, and DAMS Alpha channel on Telegram, I have already shared a detailed phase-wise strategy for May INICT and most likely NEET PG June. Okay, so वो मैं already share कर चुकी हूँ. Right, now we will share a written strategy for November INICT since we have done the session live with you. Also, there was another request. So everybody is just bombarding me with targets on the chat कि मैम टेलीग्राम पे भी अगर क्विज हो जाए इन दी सेम ऑर्डर जो आपने दिया, सो आई विल ट्राई कि डैम्स अल्फा टेलीग्राम चैनल पे जो क्विज आएगी that will be in accordance with the schedule of the subjects that we have given you in this session. ठीक है, I will also try and do that. Okay, that's quite
And
enough for
we are
me.
also creating more interesting tools and more interesting material for you, which can be done at very fast pace. Look out, watch out this space for announcements. Tomorrow being Raksha Bandhan and then Sunday day after. So we'll meet you again on Monday for the next transform session. Enjoy your festival time with your family. This is also a good time to, recharge, rejuvenate, and you can start from Monday as some of you were suggesting because you have a festival. So enjoy your festival, have a good time, and let's reconnect on Monday.
Okay, quickly answer to two queries. Number one, is LRR there in TND? Yes, TND is a very premium course. It has back to basics, and within back to basics, you have live rapid revision as a part of it. Okay, so this was one of the queries that I saw. And then somebody was asking Dr. Sandeep's dissection videos. They are very much there again in your back to basic videos, right? So go and you will see the dissection videos. In fact, there is a whole in DAMS QBank, there is a whole separate section for QBank also for dissection based anatomy. So आप दोनों साथ साथ भी कर सकते हो, पहले dissection based videos देख लो और फिर वो dissection based anatomy के DQB में से MCQ solve कर लो. ठीक है? So
And the
those were
new
the two
edition of
queries.
Back to Basics is based on the workbooks. Somebody is asking how it is totally based on the workbooks, and workbooks are there in your app in the downloadable format. If you want to purchase, you can purchase also. You can want to download it. It is also available in the app.
Image-based anatomy is also there in the DQB. You will see separate MCQs on image-based, separate MCQs on dissection anatomy, right? So open your back to basics, open your main videos, you will see everything there, okay?
एंड फाइनली एक क्वेरी मैं लेना चाहता हूँ. एक बच्चा कह रहा है कि सर मन नहीं कर रहा, नहीं ये तो पीछे रह गया. आई थिंक एक बच्चे का मैसेज पीछे मिस हो गया मेरे से कि सर मन नहीं कर रहा पढ़ने का, क्या करूँ. सो यू नीड टू फाइंड आउट व्हाट इज, एक मन है जो मतलब इट्स अ सुपरफिशियल थॉट प्रोसेस, एक डीप प्रोसेस है हमारे दिमाग के अंदर जो क्या चाहता है. एंड यू ऑल नो इट एज the dopamine. Are we doing something to seek short term dopamine validation, or we want something long term to be created out of our own journey in life? You have to recalibrate your thought processes every few weeks, every few days. You will find something new in yourself also. आप क्या चाहते हो जिंदगी से, किसको पाके ज्यादा खुशी मिलेगी, क्या वो बड़ा गोल होगा या वो आज की कोई पिक्चर देख के होगा. You have to recalibrate short term, long term, every once in a while.
Mohit, I have already answered, beta. Use the TND videos and LRR for your conceptual mistakes, and where your content is very superficial, for these two things, you can go back to your main videos and your main notes. Okay? Selectively. This is for November people. Okay? बाकी सब जो मई में करने वाले हैं उनको तो B2B वीडियोस करने ही चाहिए, नोट्स करने ही चाहिए. ठीक है?
So we have done a separate video already, that is I think episode 99 on NEET PG 2026 strategy and timelines. Don't
I
confuse
have
these
also
two
shared a
videos.
written format of the strategy. Okay?
And lot of people had asked कि सर उसी में वो पूछ रहे थे नवंबर में, बताओ. मैंने बोला अलग से करते हैं नहीं तो confusion हो जाएगा. So this video is only for students who are going to give only 3 months for the November INICET. If you're targeting the May INI and the June NEET PG paper, then we have done a separate timelines video, episode 99.
Right. So I think we will close at this, and hopefully you have target-based your strategy in front of you. Sooner or later, if you want to start, you will be able to start. Start small, then gain momentum, then gain consistency. Okay, that's the order.
So wish you all the best. We'll be sharing a write-out from the video very soon for giving you the realistic targets. God bless you. Have a great day ahead and have a great festival weekend.
Take care, everyone. Bye bye. See you on Monday.